Game number 0, Jade Bates, a volleyball player that gave him some good minutes last night. Shahat, out of Egypt via Houston, Texas, gives it up to Parks. Parks travels. You can't give her the ball in that position because I think she's still kind of getting familiar with basketball. And it's difficult to say that when you're on the college level. Young lady with the ball right now, Aaliyah Hodges, is a girls point guard. Nice shifty move, got to the rack for the second time today, missed the layup. Saylor got the rebound, missed the layup. Jolly tried to corral it for Henry Ford, went off of her, so it stays right here with the Express. Owens, Community College Express. French gives it up to Hurst. Hurst goes cross court to Gregg. Down to Saylor. She hits the layup. It's 4-all. Jolly. Full court press. Jolly's inbounder gets it back, goes coast to coast. Hits the layup. And she was fouled by number 30, Emma Saylor. Nice, strong, aggressive move by Tania Jolly. That foul on Saylor is her first, the team's second. Checking in the contest for Henry Ford is number 23, Isis Wilson. So we got two of the volleyball players on the court. Jada Parks checks out. Chance for old school and one try right here for Jolly. She hits the free throw. 7-4, Henry Ford. They started off well last night in the opener against Lakeland. And there's a nice layup by Emma Saylor, 7-6. Wilson, she's got to calm down. And I think every time she gets it, she says she wants to shoot it. And she traveled. There's nothing to say. When you travel, you travel. She's got to be careful. Every time that she's touched the ball, she wants to shoot it. Tamia French heads to the bench. And in the ball game is number 25, Liv Mullins. 7-6 if you're just joining us. Henry Ford with the lead. Nice one-hand dribble by Jolly. Jolly, Gigi Shahat to the basket, but she's fouled by number 30, Emma Saylor. And it's a quick stint on the bench for Tamia French, who checked back in. Gigi Shahat has Coach Hankins very excited. She says she's a good, exciting player. You'll love the way she plays. She was up-tempo. Missed the second free throw. 8-6. Near steal by Jolly. Henry Ford, they're not picking up full court. They're meeting them at half court. Whereas Owens is picking up Henry Ford full all 94 feet. Missed the layup. That's another, that's a replay. Hodges. And a basket by Hurst. 8-all. Ball touched and knocked out of bounds by Owens. 25 on the shot clock. Henry Ford will get it at half. They'll call a timeout. 30-second timeout. So we'll stay here for the 30. Eric Pate with you here. Henry Ford College Athletics. Henry Ford College taking on Owens Community College right here at Alumni Gymnasium. 3:04 left in the first. Last night was a foul fest. 52 fouls total, 28 to 24. And that's just a lot of fouls. It's all to it. We'll see it. So far, so good. 3 fouls have been called. So let's set the lineup for Henry Ford. You got Jade Bates, the volleyball player, just inbounded to Gigi Shahat, who had a very tough time handling the ball because she was pressured by Mia Hurst. So you got Shahat, Bates, Duckett, Wilson, and Jolly on the floor for the Hawks. Hurst looked down low at the last minute, thought about shooting. Turnover, French couldn't handle it. So it's Henry Ford's ball. Checking back in the ball game is number 13, Jada Parks, replacing Isis Wilson. Isis Wilson right off the volleyball court to the basketball court. Shahat dishes it to Parks. Parks could not handle it. So it's on the turnover. Mullins still had the ball. She was fouled. A little bit out of control. The foul bailed her out. And that foul was on number 1. Makia Duckett. That's her first foul. Henry Ford's first foul. Checking in for the Express is number 2, Mayana Bullock, a 5'7" freshman guard. French gets the inbound pass, gets it back to number 3, Emma Gregg. Gregg swings it over to Bullock. Bullock, shot was blocked. Gigi Shahat. Nearly turned it over, but that went off of Owens. So Shahat inbounds to Parks. Parks throws a dangerous backcourt pass to Jolly. Jolly, French guarding her. Up at the top of the key, gives it up to Gigi. Gigi making a move to the basket. Nice move. Looking to draw some contact, but went off Owens, but no foul was called. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Bates inbounds to Gigi. Dangerous pass. Passes it over to number 1, Duckett. Duckett, real sleight of build, double team, and there's a shot clock violation. Wasn't enough time to develop anything. You had to get it and shoot. And that's the one thing. Duckett is such a small frame kid. Almost looks like an 8th grader instead of a first-year college student, 8'8". Hodges gives it up to number 2. Bullock missed the shot. And Bates is in the scrum with Liv Mullins. $20 on the shot clock. French gets it off the inbound. Misses it, but she was fouled. 2 shots. And that foul's going to be on number 0. Jade Bates, the volleyballer, her first. The team's second in the lineup, or back in the lineup. Number 5, Mia Hurst for Owens. She replaces Emma Gregg. At the line is the former Hawk. Number 22, Tamia French. First shot is up, and it's good. She had some games where she scored a lot of points. She has potential. This kid could score. I thought she'd be an awesome scorer here, but somehow down the line, it just didn't work. Second shot is good. 10-8. Owens has the lead now. This pressure by Owens seems like it's giving Henry Ford a little bit of a problem. They must know that Henry Ford doesn't have a plethora of good ball handlers. That's a bad inbounds pass. That was a good look. Hodges gave it up to Mullins, but she couldn't score it. French got it, and she couldn't score it. Henry Ford gets it back. 1:24 left in the first quarter. It's 10-8. Owens. Henry Ford having a tough time getting it inbounded. Dunbar gets it to Jolly. Looks like Jolly is calling something out. Watch the shot clock. He gets the screen by Parks. Still has the ball. Gives it up to Dunbar. She is stripped by Hodges. And Hodges hits a layup. 12-8 Owens. Scored a basket by Gigi. Gigi Shahat said, "The heck with it. I'm going coast to coast. I'll handle the business. Who can make a play? I can." Fouls on number 25, Liv Mullins. That's her first, the team's fourth. Gigi on the free throw, it's good. 12-11. Checking back in the ball game for Owens is number 3, Emma Gregg. 12-11. Gigi, nice aggressive play. Looked like she shuffled her feet. Parks is going to be called for the foul, but it looked like number 25, Liv Mullins. Looked like she shuffled her feet, but it was no call there. Freshman 6-footer going to the free throw line to shoot it twice. First free throw is up, no good. 12-11 with 46.7. Actually, 46.79 seconds left in the first quarter. Mullins with the second shot is good. 13-11 Owens. Parks gives up to Jolly. Before the pressure comes, Jolly turns the corner, but she runs right into 3 people. She looked like she traveled, no call. Parks couldn't handle it. Now it's a backcourt violation. And I'm going to tell you this, Parks has got to catch the basketball. It's basic things that she's got to be able to do to be on the court. Strictly a developmental situation, I think, for Jada Parks, a 6-foot sophomore out of Mumford. Gigi Shahat comes up with the turnover. Gigi, hesitation. Nice scoop shot layup for Gigi. 13 all. That's the last 5 points for Henry Ford has come from Gigi Shahat. Pull-up jumper is good by Bullock. Right back at it, 15-13. Gigi on the left side decides to pull up for a 3. It's up, no good. Bates was pushed out of the way, couldn't get the rebound. Owens couldn't corral it, so the ball stays with the Hawks. 15-13 with 1 second left. So 1:01 to be exact. They got to throw it up. Just throw it up. And Gigi threw it up. No good. 15-13. Score at the end of the first quarter. Owens leads Henry Ford. You're listening to Henry Ford College Athletics on the YouTube live stream. Back in a moment. We're back at Alumni Gymnasium. Eric Pate with you here on the campus of Henry Ford College. Women's basketball, Henry Ford College trails Owens right now, 15-13. They get possession to start the quarter. Parks gives it up to Jolly. Jolly turns it over. Stripped by Mia Hurst. Hurst went into traffic and got it tied up. Possession arrow favored the Express. Back in the ball game for the Express is number 1 Hodges, replacing Mayana Bullock. On the baseline, inbounding. Greg gets it to French. The former Henry Ford College Hawk hands it off to Hodges. Hodges swings it over to Hurst. Hurst misses the shot. Rebounded by Greg. A tie-up, or looked like a tie-up. Jolly kind of threw it up, but they said it was a kick ball. The official said it was a kick. So it stays with Owens. Jada Parks. Jada Parks is called for the foul. First in the quarter. I thought it was her second in the game. I think it's 2. I'm going to mark it as 2. At the free throw line is Mullins for Owens. First free throw is up, no good. You know who to foul if it gets to that, comes to that situation, because she is not looking good at the line. I'm talking about Mullins. In the game for Jada Parks is number 0, Jade Bates. Second free throw was good. 16-13 Owens. Gigi Shahat, coast-to-coast layup, went off no good. Rebound by Liv Mullins. She turned it over right back to Shahat. That's a backcourt violation there. But wait a minute. Got a timeout. Timeout. That is a timeout. Timeout was called in time for Henry Ford. This ball is on the floor a lot. Are we ready to call this game a little sloppy? But this is Owens' season opener. And for Henry Ford, like I said, they played last night, lost 65-58 to Lakeland. Had some bright spots, but once they got down 8 points, they just couldn't recover it. Found themselves down by as many as 11 and just could not rally it, come back. So you got Duckett underneath, looking inside. Gives it up to Jolly. Jolly trying to back her way down against French, kicks it out to Dunbar. Dunbar turns the corner down the lane, and she drew the foul. And that foul is on number 25. Liv Mullins, that's her second foul, the team's second in the quarter. So Mullins will go to the bench, and back comes Bullock. They go a little smaller, which means French is like their tallest player on the floor. At the free throw line is Dunbar. She hits the first one. 16-14. Second shot by Dunbar. Coming up. Missed it. French with the rebound. They come to trap French at the half-court line. She gets rid of it. Long shot, no good by Emma Gregg. Here comes Henry Ford. That's Jolly on the run. Jolly and Dunbar look like the same player. Build and everything. They're aggressive. Duckett trying to turn the corner. Really small kid, but she's tough to knock to the floor. I'm talking tiny. Tiny Duckett is what they probably should call her. Tough and rough and rugged. Johnny Haas. Johnny Haas checks in for Owens. At the line, Duckett missed the first one. Alani Haas. Duckett missed the second one. They called a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Henry Ford. Back in the ball game is Isis Wilson for Henry Ford, and number 12 inbounding the ball, Ariana Dorsey just turned it over. She had a little playing time yesterday. There's a traveling violation, traveling call against Owens, turnover. She felt like she got fouled. That was number 5, Mia Hurst. Checking into the contest to replace Hurst is number 3, Emma Gregg. Along the baseline, tossing it in for Henry Ford is Dunbar. Dunbar gives it up to Gigi. Gigi tries to break her way back to the middle and had it stolen away. That was number 1, Hodges, giving it up to Gregg for an easy layup. 18-14 now for Owens. They're going to call Aaliyah Hodges for the foul. That's her second foul, the team's third. There's some discussion by the official with the Owens head coach. And she's getting the official closest to the Owens bench is getting some static from that coaching staff. And there again, you got Tamia French from Owens tying up Isis Wilson. Seems like every tie-up is some extra aggression or wrestling or chatter. And Owens gets the ball, and they're headed down on the possession arrow. Turnover. Gigi turns the corner down in the paint. Up no good. Rebounded by Emma Gregg. Gregg ahead to Hurst. Hurst gave it up to Bullock. French couldn't hit the shot. Nor good number 11, Alani Haas. Owens been playing a little bit better than Henry Ford for a stretch here. And they've had the lead for quite some time now. French down low on the inbound. Up no good, but they're going to call Shahat for the foul. That foul's on number 5. Jana Gigi Shahat. Shahat. They told me it was Shahat. Checking back in the ball game for Henry Ford is number 24, Tanaya Jolly. Number 15, Promise Dunbar, steps out, and Jada Parks is back in for the Hawks. First free throw by French is good, 19-14. Henry Ford's got to find some offense from somewhere. And that second free throw by French is good, 20-14. And here they come with the pressure. Jolly gives it to Gigi. Gigi calls out a play at the top of the key. Guarded closely by number 5, Hurst. Dorsey. They call out Utah. Jolly off to Jada Parks to Bates. Not sure what she wanted to do. Gigi knew what to do. She's been the offense for Henry Ford. She has scored the last 8 points. 2016. Where would they be without Gigi? Passes outside. Long three air ball by Emma Gregg. Ball last touch by the Express. Be Henry Ford's ball going down. Jolly. Shahat. Kick it out to number 12. Long shot by Dorsey, up no good. Parks got the rebound, missed it. Point blank range. Every time something happens and it doesn't go the right way, Jada Parks drops her head. Now that was almost a 8-second call, but instead they give Shahat on a foul. That's their second one, so they immediately, Coach Hankins goes to the bench and brings in Makia Duckett. 2016, Eric Pate with you, Henry Ford College, trailing Owens Community College. Nice drive, up no good by Bullock. Rebounded by French, and she scores, and there's a foul. And they're going to get number 15, Promise Dunbar, for the foul. Her first, team's third. No. Correction, they gave that foul to Jada Parks. I have her for 3. They have her for 2. And nonetheless, French hit the free throw, making a 3-point play. 23-16, Owens. Bates passes over to Dorsey. Dorsey dragged that foot. That's a travel. It's getting sloppy for Henry Ford. 23-16, 5:25 left to play in the half. And for her first bit of action for Owens, number 4, Ava Williams. Bullock tosses it, and there's a travel. Every time they're not using their pivots and they're not pivoting. They're not planting their pivot foot. That's number 5, Mia Hurst. So Henry Ford, 23-16. Duckett down low to Parks. Dorsey touched it, then Bates got it, and somehow it ended up in the hands of Dorsey. She spins and didn't establish her pivot, and she dragged it. So she traveled. 23-16. Owens ball going down. You gotta plant that foot, put it in the ground, and make it stay. You can't drag it along. It's not luggage. 23-16. 4:52 left in the first half. There was a poke there. Number 24, Tania Dorsey, is called for the foul. The officials for today's game sends it Owens to the line. We'll give you the officials in a moment. Number 5, Mia Hurst at the free throw line. First one's up and good. The officials, Kamara Douglas, Darren Delane. Second free throw's up, no good, but French gets the rebound. That's no good, and rebounded by Jolly. Kamara Douglas, Darren Delane, and Megan Joseph are the officials. That foul's on number 4, Ava Williams. That's her first, the team's 5th. 5 fouls apiece. At the free throw line is Dunbar for Henry Ford. Promise Dunbar. First free throw's up, no good. She's a 5'4" freshman out of Westfield Prep. out of Fort Wayne, Indiana. 4.5 left in the second quarter. 24-16, Owens Community College with the lead. Dunbar hits the second free throw. So 8-0 run by Gigi Shahat is ended as Dunbar hits a free throw. And that foul was on number 13, Park. She's got to get her emotions under control. That's her third foul here in the first half. Every time you make a mistake, you got to shake. You can't just sulk about it. At the free throw line for Owens, number 5, Mia Hurst. Hurst hits the first free throw, 25-17. You're going to make mistakes. Things are going to happen that way. But you cannot drop your head. You hurt your team when you drop your head on a missed shot. Second free throw by Hurst is up and good, 26-17. Somehow Owens gets it back on a turnover. Tamia French gets it and gives it off to Hurst. Hurst gives it up. I think that was Bullock or French on that. There's the pressure intensifying. 28-17, and there's a turnover. 28-17. Early on, Henry Ford is having all types of problems. French. Shot up no good. Rebounded by Gregg. Gives it up to Hurst. Shot up no good. Number 4. Williams was hammered by Jolly. Henry Ford to Nia Jolly. Tanaya Jolly gave it to Williams, and Williams ends up on the free throw line. 28-17, Owens. First free throw up, no good. Next free throw up by Williams, up no good, but it's rebounded once again by Owens. And Mayana Bullock with the stick back makes it 30-17, their biggest lead of the game. That foul is on number 3. Emma Gregg, her first. That's the team's 6th. They are in the bonus. Dunbar hits the first one. And Dunbar hits the second. 30-19, Henry Ford in this final 3.5. They're going to make a move. Bullock, stop, drop, but missed it. Duck it. Gets the rebound, gets tied up by French. And the possession arrow favors Owens. Underneath the basket, Gregg along that baseline. Hurst. And then French gets tied up with Jolly. And they're bumping again. There's a double technical right there. That's deserved. They started early. Now they're back at it again. And that's a foul. That is a foul. That's a good call by the officials. Both charged with technicals. That's number 22, Tamia French, and number 24, Tanaya Jolly. Technical fouls. And then Jolly yelled at the coach, and I think she needs to come out for that. Gigi Shahat comes into play for Henry Ford. No need for that. Once you make the mistake, keep your mouth closed. Dunbar tried to one hand through a double team, turned it over. Williams gets it and hits the layup over Gigi. 32-19, more pressure. Bates kicks it up, tried to go cross court with it, nearly stolen away. Inbounds by Duckett. Goes to Dunbar. Dunbar cutting through. Was fouled on her way to the basket by number 11, Alani Haas. Her first in the bonus. So Dunbar hits the first one. 32-20 is the score. 2:52 left in the first half. Second shot is up and good. Makes it 32-21. Henry Ford just went on a cold spell, and this pressure has really bothered them in the first half. Williams, shot up, no good. Duckett. Long pass to Gigi, cross court. Gigi one-hands it up the floor. Shot up, no good. Very physical pick by Wilson. She plays at 100 miles an hour. Just want to taper it down to about 50. Duckett, each time she touches it, they trap her. Bates up top to Wilson. Wilson not sure. 3-second call against Henry Ford. Wilson wasn't sure what to do, but the 3-second call is a turnover there. Got to get rid of it. Here comes Owens up top. Bullock being guarded by Gigi. Bullock, baseline cutoff. She says she'll pull up. Shot up, no good. Rebounded by Hirsch. Hirsch shot up, no good. Gigi with the rebound. There are nothing but black shirts and Gigi back. She misses the layup. Hirsch has it, going full steam. Pulls up with a jump shot and hits it in traffic. 34-21. Gigi dribbling and trying to find somebody open here. See if we can get a good possession. Wilson completely pushed off. That was a foul call. Number 3, Emma Gregg. Her second at the free throw line is Wilson for Henry Ford. First one is no good. I think Wilson could be a good player. Just got to calm down. Very intense, it seems, on the basketball court. Next one is up, and it's no good. Tried to bank it in, and it rolled out. Bullock thought about going to the lane, driving to the basket, decides, makes a better decision. Passes it off to number 11. Haas. And that was Emma Gregg on the basket. 36-21 Owens. Duckett. It's being trapped again. And being trapped. And when you get tied up like that, it's going to be alternating possessions, and the arrow favored Owens. Bullock with a pull-up. No good. Dunbar tapped it to Bates, who gave it right back to Dunbar. Dunbar pushing it down the lane, knocked her own girl down, missed the layup. Wilson was knocked out of bounds, came back in, the ball hit her. Went off of her, Owens' ball. Turnover. Dunbar has it. Dunbar pushing it. We're under 10 seconds now. Dunbar had the ball stolen away by Bullock. Bullock, if she looks up, might get a shot off. Over to number 5, Hurst. Nice Euro step to the basket for a layup. 38-21 is your halftime score. Owens Community College 38, Henry Ford College 21. And that is the half. And we'll take a break here at halftime. 38-21, Owens Community College leads Henry Ford College. You're listening to Henry Ford College Athletics on the live streaming network on YouTube. We are back here at the Alumni Gymnasium on the campus of Henry Ford College. Eric Pate with you. Henry Ford College women's athletics, women's basketball. The Hawks trail 38-21 to Owens Community College. And real tough first half to watch in the sense that Henry Ford started off pretty well, up early, but then faltered kind of at the end of the first quarter, and were trailing 15-13 at the end of the first. But wow, they end up trailing at the half after being outscored 23-8. 38-21 is where we are, and the turnovers. If I told you that Henry Ford College had committed 25 turnovers, would you believe me? Well, they did in the first half, and Owens had 15, so combined 40 turnovers in the first half. I tried not to say it was sloppy, but quite frankly, it was. And if Henry Ford's got any chance to win, they're going to cut this down by. You'd love to cut it by 100%, but at least cut it by 50%. Commit 12 turnovers. You can't commit 12 and a half. Let me just give you the leading scores for the first half. First for Owens, you had Emma Hurst with 11. Tamia French, former Henry Ford College Hawk, 9. And then Mayana Bullock had 6. And 4 for Emma Saylor for Henry Ford. 3 people scored. Let me give you their names for Henry Ford. Gigi Shahat had 8. 7 for Tanaya Jolly, and 6 for Promise Dunbar. And that's the 21 points. So you got to have more people involved, obviously, for Henry Ford. They get the ball to start. The Hawks do. Start the second half, trailing by 17. They call an offensive foul right away. Immediately, they call an offensive foul on Jolly. And they're calling for the trainer as Tamia French is holding her knee. That's the left knee where the sleeve is. And let's hope that she didn't pop it out or didn't tear it. You don't want to talk about that kind of thing. But she's writhing in pain on that ground. Starters for Henry Ford on the floor. Number 1, Makia Duckett. Number 5, Gigi Shahat. 13, Jada Parks. Number 15, Promise Dunbar. And number 24, Tanaya Jolly. Those are the 5s that are on the floor for Henry Ford. On the floor for Owens, their starters: number 1, Aaliyah Hodges; number 3, Emma Gregg; number 5, Mia Hurst; number 22, Tamia French; and number 25, Liv Mullen. Gets up, French, and she can't put any pressure on that left knee. That's a bummer. She's here. She's played pretty well in the first half. She'll be replaced by number 30, Emma Saylor, who was here in the ball game in the first half. So here we go, 38-21. Hodges work against Gigi. Kicks it out to Hurst. Up no good. Goes the shot. Shahat kicks it out to Bates. Bates says, let me try it. Up no good. Gigi on the follow. She's a good player. 38-23. Hodges Decides she wants to try a three. That's up no good. Parks couldn't corral the rebound. It's going to take a while for Jada Parks. Inbounds. Number 3 to inbound the ball for the Express, Emma Gregg. Gregg looks inside, throws it up top, hit Jada Parks' hand, turns it to a turnover. Little tiny number 1 for Henry Ford, and that is Makia Duckett with a bucket. 38-25. Henry Ford trying to fight back. Go inside to Saylor. Parks has got her checked pretty good, and that's a 3-second violation against the Express. So Henry Ford, Owens is yet to score. Henry Ford trying to make some stuff happen. Shot is up, no good by Henry Ford. Corralled the rebound. Mullins on the break. Gives it up to Gregg for a layup. McGregg on the bucket. 40-25. And another turnover against Henry Ford. 40-25, 8:25 left in the third quarter. Jade Bates. Back to Dunbar. Dunbar making her way to the basket, throws up a wild shot and missed it. Mullins finds a wide open Mia Hurst, and she was hammered. And that foul's on number 13, and I think that is 4 fouls on Jada Parks. And I tell you what, Mia Hurst is trying to shake it off. She's at the free throw line, 40-25. First free throw is up and it's good. 41-25, 8:02 left in the third quarter. Just underway here in the second half. If you missed us, 40 turnovers in the first half, just joining us. Checking into the ball game for the Express is number 2, Mayana Bullock. Dunbar makes her way up the court. And Dunbar, one-hand layup, no good. Rebounded by Mullins. She's going coast to coast. Spins, hits the shot. Hits the layup. Makia Duckett was calling for the basketball. She wanted it, and she was open, but I don't know if her teammates trust her on that one. Bad turnover by Shahat. Don't know. And that's a layup on the other end for Leah Hodges. Timeout. Henry Ford. It's a full timeout. With 7:17 left in the third quarter, in the second half, the score, Owens Community College 46, Henry Ford College 25. You're listening to Hawks basketball on the YouTube live stream network. We are back at Alumni Gymnasium. Eric Pate with you here. Henry Ford College Women's Athletics, Women's Basketball. Duckett has the ball. Every time she's touched it, they've double-teamed her. Henry Ford has lacked some intensity at times. Down low is Mullins. Mullins throws it up in the crowd. Looked like she got bumped. No call. Too much dribbling along the side for Hurst, and she turned it over. Mullins seemed like she got banged right there along the baseline. Shahat driving. Ball like it knocked out of her hands. No call. Owens comes up with the ball. Mullins got it from Hurst. Good for the layup. 48-25. This one has gotten away from Henry Ford. Started off good, but now it's a 10-0 run. And Wilson with a little dirty stuff, and she got caught. She got caught. That bump there, and you know, that was unnecessary. Didn't need to happen. Physical play is okay. That foul was on number 22. I'm sorry, not 22. That was a personal foul. And Wilson shoots the free throw and hits it. I think that technical foul. What happened there was Isis Wilson bumped number 2 for Owens, Mayana Bullock. And that's what caused the technical foul. Second free throw up, no good by Mullins. 49-26, they got Wilson out of there. And Ariana Dorsey and Coach Hankins is probably going to talk to her team about being so emotional. Oh, that was nice execution. Mia Hurst to Emma Gregg. 51-26 in the third quarter. 25-point lead by Owens. Dunbar dribbles it. Last touch by Owens, like it dribbled off of her, like she turned it over, but no call. This ball handling is scary. Dorsey looping past to Bates. Bates got rid of it. Threw it to number 2, Sherry. Shot up, no good. Owens gets the rebound. And they call Aaliyah Hodges for a travel. 51-26. Henry Ford with the basketball. Dorsey trying to work against Mullins. And they're going to call Mullins for the foul. Got to be careful with the fouls. All you got to do is move your feet, folks. Dorsey. Foul is on number 3, Emma Gregg. Never seen that signal before, but I think there's a lot of jostling and pushing. Maybe on a push. Coming up on 5 minutes left here in the third quarter. 51-26, Owens. Dorsey. Dunbar. Down to 5 seconds. She's looking for somebody to move. Dunbar is going to have to shoot this. Shot clock violation. You could smell that one. You knew that was coming. Nobody moved. They're not running any sets. They can't get into their offense. It's tough. Shot up and good by Mullins. 53-26. On the floor for Henry Ford. The young lady with the ball, Dunbar, kicks it out to Dorsey. Sherry, Duckett, and Bates round out the starting five, or the five there on the floor for the Hawks. Smallest kid on the floor, Makia Duckett, gets the rebound, goes coast to coast, hit the side of the backboard. 53-26. The turnovers just keep coming for Henry Ford. Got to protect the basketball. Back in the game for Owens is number 11, Alani Haas. Number 1, Hodges, Aaliyah Hodges, gives it up to number 2, Bullock. Hodges, nice ball handler, has it in her left hand, pulls up for the shot up, no good. Good looking layup, didn't fall. Strong rebound by Tanaya Jolly. She still has the rock. Working against Hodges. And there's a steal. And a layup. Good looking layup by Mayana Bullock. There's another one. Just can't stand around on this basketball court. Hodges up ahead to Hurst for a layup. Now it's up to a 31-point lead. And there's timeout. 57-26 with 3:02 left in the third. We're going to take a timeout. You're listening to the Hawks Radio Network, live streaming on YouTube. We off? We off? And we are back at Alumni Gymnasium. Memorial Gymnasium here on the campus of Henry Ford College. 57-26. Ball last touch by the Hawks. Express going down the floor. Memorial Gymnasium, 57-26. Owens with the ball and the lead. Number 1, Hodges gives it up to Bullock. Bullock, long jump shot up, no good. Rebound corralled by Hurst, but her and Dorsey are tied up, and the possession arrow favors Henry Ford. Down 31 after they had cut the lead at the half, from the half. They've struggled. Turnover. Halftime score was 38-21. On three, up no good by Owens. Rebounding, but then that was Jolly, who got the ball, went down in a kind of a fetal position there. Arrow favored Owens, 57-26. It just last couple minutes, Henry Ford has had a major lull, hasn't been able to score. Dorsey on the rebound. Now she's going one-on-one and coast to coast. She's drawn two defenders. Turns it over. Hurst up to Greg. Greg, jump stop, layup, good. 59-26. It is getting away and has gotten away from the Hawks. Jolly on a drive, shot up, and that's good. 59-28. Long shot, three-pointer by Emma Gregg, 62-58. Final minute of play here in the third quarter. Remember, in women's basketball, there are 4 10-minute quarters. There's a foul. It's on number 3 of Owens, Emma Gregg. Checking back into the lineup is number 24. Or, I'm sorry, number 4, Ava Williams. Henry Ford has Jolly, Dunbar, Sherry, 21, Aya Barakat. There's a layup by Dunbar. And number 0, Jade Bates from the volleyball team. After a while, we're going to have to stop saying that. She's a member of this team. Turnover against Owens, 62-30. Jolly looking for someone to pass it to. There's a tie-up. Possession arrow favors Owens. Aya Barakat out of Canton, Michigan. She's a sophomore on the floor for Henry Ford. Good, strong rebound. But that'll end the quarter. That was a rebound by Tanaya Jolly. Scored at the end of the quarter, end of the third. Owens Community College 62, Henry Ford College 30. You're listening to Hawks basketball on the live stream on YouTube. More after this. All right, we are back at Memorial Gymnasium here on the campus of Henry Ford College. Henry Ford trailing Owens Community College 62-30. They'll get the ball, the Hawks will, to start the fourth and final quarter. If you're Henry Ford, you just want to play well with some continuity. Coach Shawnee Hankins, second season here. Pretty excited about things, but man, lost last night, 65-58 to Lakeland. Expect a little bit more out of this team today. On the rebound for Henry Ford is Barakat. Aya Barakat. Turnover for Henry Ford. It's 62-30. Nice pass inside. Bullock results in a turnover. So if you're Henry Ford, you've got to show some type of continuity, some type of strength on the court, some character, and just really play this string and play it the right way. Called the foul there against Henry Ford. So number, I thought they said 21, and it is against Barakat, her first. But now they changed it to 3 on the scoreboard, so I'm a little confused. That was Mullins up, no good, but over her back. For Henry Ford is number 24, Tanaya Jolly. Checking back in the ball game for Henry Ford is number 13, Jada Parks. In for Barakat, Aya Barakat. Long shot by Aaliyah Hodges is up, no good. 62-30. Dorsey. Henry Ford started off with 13, but they followed up with 8 and 7, respectively, in the second and third quarters. Layup by Williams, 64-30. On the floor, Jada Parks, number 13. Number 0, Jade Bates. Number 23, Isis Wilson. Number 24, Tanaya Jolly. And number 15, Promise Dunbar. 64-30 on the floor for Owens. Number 1, Aaliyah Hodges. Number 4, Ava Williams. Number 5, Mia Hurst. Number 25, Liv Mullings. And number 30, Emma Saylor. There's a foul. It's going to be called on Ava Williams. That's her second foul. The team's first at the line is Isis Wilson, one of the volleyball players on this team. The other one is number 0, Jade Bates. They're on the floor at the same time. I think they both have to get more adjusted to what Coach Hankins is trying to do and what this team is trying to do. Wilson, second free throw up, no good. Mullins, head up, drives to the basket, shot is good. Jolly spins to the middle, shot up, no good. Another shot up, that's no good. Jada Parks, her rebound stick back was no good as well. Reverse layup by Hurst, 68-30. Henry Ford has had a tough time scoring. Jade Bates looking and looking and looking and looking. Gives it up to Jada Parks. And that's got to be our first two for the season. Look good there. I think that's what they want out of her. 68-32. Get the ball in the post and hit the easy shots. She's got the height advantage on most of the centers you're going to see. If you're Owens, you want to get out of here with no injuries. You want to milk the clock. 68-32. Eric Pate with you here, Memorial Gymnasium, listening to Hawks women's basketball. Turnover. Number 5, Mia Hurst, comes out. Into the ball game, number 11 for Owens, Alani Haas. Williams will take the shot from the corner. Air ball 3. Jade Bates on the rebound. Showed a lot of athleticism and effort on that volleyball team this year. Promise. Dunbar tries to throw it inside to Jada Parks. She couldn't handle it. 68-32. The ball was last touched by the Express. And there's a layup by Wilson, up no good. Rebounded by number 30, Emma Saylor. Pull up by Bullock, no good. They're going to get number 30, Emma Saylor, for a block. A lot of one-hand dribbling right now by Ariana Dorsey. Shot clock going down. Now they're trapping the ball that they've done a good job of today. They called a double dribble on Ariana Dorsey. Hodges, nice looking guard for Owens, has the rock. Gives it up to Saylor. Saylor gave it up to Bullock. Bullock had it blocked by Parks. Here comes the Hawks. Wilson to Dorsey. Dorsey's shot was up no good. Williams gives it to Bullock. Dorsey plays with some intensity. Just looks a little uncomfortable. Saylor, layup, missed it, got her own rebound, shot it again, missed it. Williams with the ball, gave it up to Hodges, dumped it down low to Saylor. Saylor was fouled. Coming up on 4 minutes. 4:19 exactly left in the fourth quarter, 68-32. If you just joined us, Henry Ford trailed 15-13 at the half. But since then, they have not scored very much. Scoring inside by Emma Saylor, 70-32. Sherry tried to make a move, turned it over. Oh no, there's a travel. So Henry Ford gets the ball back. Maya Barakat back on the floor for Henry Ford. Wilson to Barakat. Barakat gives it up to Dorsey. Dorsey not afraid to shoot it. Hit the glass. Grazed the glass. 70-32. Nice Euro step by Bullock. Mariana Bullock. Mariana Bullock. Shut up, no good. Bullock on the rebound. Gives it up to Hodges. Hodges up the floor. Shot by Saylor was no good. Here comes Henry Ford. Dorsey dribbling, out of control. Didn't see the rim. Threw up a wild shot. Rebounded by Bullock. She's got the ball. Gonna pull it out and reset. Gives it up to Hodges. Hodges looking. Shut up, and it's good. Long three-point shot by Alani Haas. Alani Haas, three-pointer, 75-32. All I can tell you is that they have struggled immensely. They've been stuck on 32 a long time. 75-32. With 2:35 left to play in the fourth quarter. Just been a tough struggle again today for Henry Ford. Last night was not bad, but the back-to-back may have a lot to do with it, but at the end of the day, you got to make some progress. You've got to know the fundamentals. This is college basketball, and I think a lot of the girls are having a tough time playing with one another. You saw Jolly with some frustration and hasn't returned to the game. And this is one of those games where you're taking your lumps, but you can't expand the situation with some issues that you might have with the attitude. All right, 2:30 left. Long shot up, no good. That came out of nowhere from Chloe Sherry. Sherry hand checking all the way across. They're talking a little trash. Now, come on now. Come on. You can't, you know, everything can't be chatter. You're down 43. And Sherry was right up in the young lady's face from Owens. Emma Gregg, not saying that Emma Gregg was right. She shouldn't be saying anything. Her coach told her, come on. No need to be chippy. Somebody's going to get hurt. Somebody is going to get hurt if they don't get this under control with 2:04 left. No need for the excessive pushing, anything like that. No fouls. That's what both coaches should say, no fouls at this point. No one should be at the line this late with 43 when you're down 43 or up 43. Mariana Bullock is at the line for Owens. 75-32. And if anybody makes the first one 76-32, Bullock with the free throw. If anyone is condoning this stuff, come on. And the second free throw was good as well. 77-32. Dorsey for Henry Ford. She has it in her mind that she was going to shoot that thing, but Barakat gets it. Sherry tried to drive to the basket. Williams steals it. Barakat ends up with it. There's a scramble. Williams had it. Gives it up. That was Greg who turned it over, just threw it up. (77-32). Bullock. Greg looking underneath for Haas. All right. Up top. Bullock being guarded by Dorsey. Dorsey a ball hawk, and that is a clear out. That was a clear out. Bearcats got to be careful. Come on. That is some physical play. Somebody's got to tell Bearcat for Henry Ford, listen, no fouls. 1:12 left to play in the game. You're down 45. Bullock at the line shooting 2. And it's good. Second shot for Bullock is good as well. It's a traveling violation against Henry Ford. 79-32. Turnover again by Owens. Now Henry Ford has it, 108. Weird sequence. Just not a lot happening. Wilson looks inside to Sherry. Sherry with a push, and that was deliberate and seemed flagrant. Come on, ladies. There's no place in the game for just deliberate fouls. 79-32, under a minute to play. Greg, and that foul is on number 12, Ariana Dorsey. At the free throw line is number 3, Emma Gregg. Second free throw was good, 80-32. Dorsey shot it up, no good. Rebound. Emma Saylor for Owens. Bullock got it from Greg. Bullock is dribbling it out. She's going to dribble it out. And turned it over. Coach didn't like that. Dorsey trying to get in the books. And that is going to count. Final score, Owens Community College 80, Henry Ford College 34. For the entire Henry Ford College staff, I'm Eric Pate saying so long. Once again, the women's game, Owens Community College 80, Henry Ford College 34. See you in a few for the men's game, second part of a doubleheader here at Henry Ford College.